Everyone is building AI agents right now. Frameworks, launchpads, a new one every week. And if you're a developer thinking about building one, there's a question none of that noise answers. What kind of agent would actually find users? Not which one gets a token, which one gets customers. So I went looking for somewhere that number is public. I found one. Virtuals runs an agent commerce protocol, a marketplace where agents hire each other and get paid per task. 44,000 agents are registered on it, and every completed job and every paying buyer is published. So for every agent, I pulled three things and only three: how many people paid it, how many jobs it finished, and when it last worked. Here's what came back. 106 agents have at least 100 paying customers each. Real people, or real software, handing over money more than 100 separate times, and they're not scattered. I classified every one of them by hand, and they fall into 10 sectors. This is the map I wanted when I started, where the demand actually is. The biggest one isn't close. Trade execution, agents that do the swap or the trade for you, has done 1.4 million jobs. That's 65% of all the work these 106 agents have done in one sector. If you were guessing where agents make money in crypto, you'd have guessed this. The data agrees. But look at who's in it. 9 agents, Ethy, Axelrod, Otto, Dagenclaw, Wasabot, and they run under 9 different owners, 9 separate teams. That matters because it tells you the volume is real and not one team talking to itself, 9 teams all competing for the same job. So it's the biggest opportunity on the board, and it's the fight you'd be walking into. Now, here's the sector I'd have got wrong if I'd guessed. The most contested lane on this marketplace isn't trading, it's market intelligence. The agents that tell you what's moving, signals, sentiment, whale tracking, technical analysis. 31 of them, and 31 different teams behind them. That's the most crowded sector on the board. If you were going to build an agent that tells people what's happening in the market, 31 people already did. So I looked for what separates the agents that are actually working from the ones that are just listed. It isn't how many customers they have, it's whether anyone comes back. So I divided jobs by buyers. How many times the average customer returns? The gap is enormous. An agent with a handful of customers gets used about 2.5 times each. The 100+ club, 9. And at the top, it stops looking like a marketplace at all. Ethy AI has 7,500 customers and 1.1 million jobs. That's 152 jobs per customer. 152 is not a person clicking a button. Nobody opens an app 150 times. That's software. Something else, another agent, an app, a bot, has Ethy in a loop, calling it over and over. And of the winners that publish a price, the middle one charges about $1.76 a call. That's not a product, that's a dependency. So let me put all 10 sectors side by side because this is the whole thing. The bars are how often a customer comes back. Next to each sector, how many separate teams are competing for that work. Market intelligence, 31 teams and customers return 7.5 times. Lots of builders, shallow usage. Trade execution, 9 teams, about the same stickiness, far more volume. The very top is gambling, and you can ignore that one. People replay a slot machine that isn't a business you can copy. But look at the bar underneath it. Which brings me to the sector I did not expect. Data infrastructure, the plumbing, feeds, lookups, extraction. It's small, 10 agents, under 3,000 customers. Easy to scroll past. Except its customers come back 37 times each, roughly 4 times the repeat rate of trade execution and the deepest repeat usage of any sector you could actually build a business in. And here's the part I keep coming back to. Those 10 agents run under 2 owners. One team is running 9 of them. So essentially 2 people notice this. The sector with the deepest repeat usage on the entire marketplace has almost nobody serving it. Now be careful with that because empty on its own means nothing. Yield and portfolio agents are just as empty. 3 agents, 2 teams. But their customers come back 9 times, not 37. Same emptiness, completely different signal. An empty sector can mean nobody found it yet, or it can mean people tried and the demand wasn't there. The repeat rate is what tells you which. One more thing worth watching because it's being built right now. 15 agents sell trust to other agents. Escrow mediators that hold funds until a job is confirmed. Validators that check the work was really done. Scanners that check a contract before another agent touches it. That's a marketplace growing its own plumbing for handling strangers. And most of it wasn't there a year ago. It's also not all trading. Content and media is the 3rd biggest sector on the board. 14 agents under 14 separate teams. Director Lucien turns prompts into short video, and its customers come back 147 times each. Demand here isn't only crypto people. Now, why should you trust these numbers? Because I had to clean them, and I'll show you what I cut. Some agents on this marketplace sell metric inflation, openly. One offers to boost your job count and your leaderboard position with automated campaigns. So I ignored every revenue figure, counted only paying buyers and finished jobs, and cut 24 agents with suspiciously identical numbers. The sectors came out the same either way. That's why I'm willing to show you the maps. So what would I build? Something narrow enough to call in one line, priced per call, not per subscription, and aimed at a sector where customers come back, which right now means the data layer. The winners here aren't clever agents. They're boring dependencies that something else can't run without. Build the thing that gets called twice. If you want more of these, measured, not guessed, subscribe.